Here's a challenge.
Find at least 5 images online.
And combine them into one.
Bonus points if it's funny.
And no peeking until the reveal.
I'm pretty pleased with the results.
So Ty and I will close our eyes and you will get it ready on your screen and then we'll do 3, 2, 1 open, yeah?
3, 2, 1. Whoa.
Whoa. That's...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh my gosh, the Pringles can is my favorite. That's hilarious. What's this?
It's a diamond mine on Earth.
Oh, it's Minecraft Diamond Mine. That's really funny. Amazing. Yeah, I like this guy's face. He's like, sup. Did you make Saturn pink?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And there's Mars with some life on it.
Yeah, Mars with life on it is interesting.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah.
You actually recorded looking for the images, unlike Ty and I. So this is you looking for a picture of Mars, and you chose the one with life on it.
Yeah. And I cut it all out. Oh no! I cut it out. There was some stars, so I just erased them.
Yeah, so you cut everything out with an eraser. You just erased the perimeter and erased everything instead of using a marquee. There's marquees in Procreate, right?
Well,
There are selections.
but I don't know how to...
But you don't know how to do it. This works really, really well. Oh my goodness.
It's a special app specifically designed for cutting out images.
Ah, interesting.
It's called Magic Eraser.
So this is a different app. That's why you were cutting them out and then saving them and then importing them into Procreate.
Yeah.
So what does this app do that Procreate doesn't do?
It
You can get like low quality, high quality. There's a restore brush.
Oh, a restore brush, yeah. Like Photoshop has a history brush. Do you set a spot in the timeline? I say timeline like it's After Effects.
Set a spot
In the history. In Photoshop, you set a spot in the history and then you can undo to that point. Basically, it's an undo brush.
Well, this one, it's just meant for erasing.
So it goes
so you get
specifically
the
to where you
eraser.
originally imported it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the magic.
If you've erased a part that you don't want, you could either undo it and try it again, or you can use the
restore tool.
the restore brush to restore.
That's amazing. Yeah, I saw you using it. I was wondering what that was. You used the restore brush on the TV for sure.
Yeah.
I still think it's super funny that you wanted an old TV on the Earth. What was the reason for having an old TV on the Earth?
I just wanted something even more wackadoodle.
Yeah.
Wackadoodle.
You were like, I need something wackadoodle. An old TV. Perfect. Yeah, so there's you using the restore brush on the TV.
Yeah, I used it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was watching this footage when I was editing it and thinking, I never taught you how to do that. How do you know how to do that? I didn't even realize it was a different program.
And then I'm almost done.
So what's this?
I'm putting a little helmet on him.
So he's safe in space. The disembodied head is safe in space. Thank goodness, right? Am I right? There's your mine.
My diamond mine.
Yeah.
I decided
Somebody's going to be super rich because that diamond mine's like the size of an entire continent. I love these shadows. Like it's a hole into the diamond mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really clever.
Instead of just someone edited a big diamond mine.
Yeah. Coloring Saturn.
I colored...
I think pink was the right way to go.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler's turn.
3, 2, 1. I did the 5 Nights of Funkin'.
It's 5 Nights of Funkin'. Oh my gosh. That's really good.
So I found a picture of just one of the arrows and just kind of copy and pasted it.
Yeah, I like the 2 logos. That's really cool. And it really looks like Freddy's chilling with them. I think that's beautiful, kiddo. And you put them all on the stage at Freddy Fazbear's? Is that what that is?
I couldn't find the stage, so it's just kind of like a hallway or something.
But it's there.
Yeah, it's at Freddy Fazbear's.
That's really funny. Yeah, I feel like that would make Freddy Fazbear's nicer is rap battles.
Rap battle.
Rap battles for the win. Yeah, explain what each of those is.
Five Nights at Freddy's is a horror game set in a pizzeria for kids' birthdays.
And what is Friday Night Funkin'?
Friday Night Funkin' is a rhythm game where you rap battle a bunch of people to be able to date your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so you guys call Friday Night at Freddy's FNAF, and you call Friday Night Funkin'
FNF.
FNF. And for the longest time, when you first started playing Friday Night Funkin', I was lost for a week. I spent a week being very confused. So how did you cut out all of your things?
I just found them like that. I looked for the specifically the
Invisible,
transparent background.
Transparent background, yeah. That's a good thing to do if you are going to be doing something like this and you don't want to have to spend a ton of time. You can always Google whatever it is plus
Transparent background.
transparent background. You can also Google isolated, and then you'd get not necessarily a transparent background, but if you haven't found what you're looking for a transparent background and you Google isolated, then it'll be like a white background, which makes it a lot easier to remove if you've got a magic wand. Does Procreate have a magic wand?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Gee, I like how they all turned out. All right. Close your eyes, girls. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
What the? That's a
carnival?
lot.
It's a carnival. Mm-hmm.
Is there any people here?
I photoshopped them out.
Photoshopped the people out.
Yep, I took out the people and then I put in the animals.
Is that like a squirrel eating french fries?
Yeah, so squirrel eating french fries. The penguin's got some ice cream. And there's 2 orangutans up here on top of the Ferris wheel.
Friends.
Ferris wheel? That's not, I don't know. Okay, so then there's this guy with the camera and this dude sitting here and the cat looking at him. And then all the monkeys climbing on the giraffe. They're all separate pieces. This guy, I love his face. He's like, whoa!
He was like,
And then the frog up here might be my favorite. He's super low res though, which makes me sad, but I mean, he's got the best view. So I used a bunch of different methods for cutting out my animals. So I found them all online, and then here I'm using the magic wand tool in Photoshop to select the color, and then I was using lasso marquee tool to deselect and reselect. And I used the lasso for several of them, but if I wanted it to be a really clean cutout, like this one, then I used the pen tool and then changed the path into a selection. So it started out as the idea of the animals taking over the carnival, having some fun. Originally, I was sort of thinking of all of the monkeys were climbing him and the giraffe. I was going to do talking bubbles, and I was going to have the giraffe saying, "I'm not a ride, guys. Get off of me." The ticket booth, I squared it up a little bit here before I cut it out. Here's taking out the people. So there's actually a lot of people. And so I mostly used the clone stamp for most of it, and that's where you sample a part of the image and then you can use that part of the image as the brush, like as the paint for the brush. And then I also, on a couple of times, if you see the marquee happening, I used the content-aware fill, where you can select the area that you want to get rid of, and then you select content-aware fill and fill it, and it'll fill it based on what's around it. And it's not perfect, but a lot of times it'll get you most of the way there. So it's quick and easy. So for this large group of people, I selected all of them, and then I used the content-aware fill to do it.
Photoshopped the people out.
Yep, I took out the people and then I put in the animals. It's kind of like I saw a thing where they had opened up a museum to a bunch of penguins and let the penguins just wander around the museum because in COVID times they couldn't open the museum. So, you know, it's safe for them to be there. Right?
Okay, explored the.
That's why there's penguins, though. It's because of the penguins in the museum. The meerkat down in front of the ticket booth was originally going to be kind of like the come and get your tickets guy, like trying to get people to buy tickets, but I ended up sticking him on top of the ticket booth because I think it worked better because he's so skinny, he stood out more. I'd put in a lot of shadows and brightened up all the images, trying to get the monkeys to stand out against the crazy, crazy background. It's fun though, if you Google silly animals, you get a lot of good stuff. I Googled animals sitting like people. And And I got that guy and this cat and the frog from that Google search so that they could stick them on the benches. And I ended up sticking the frog on the roof. I like him up on the roof. Here's the penguins. One of the penguins doesn't have feet, so I gave him the other one's feet. There's the squirrel and the French fries. This one was so fun to do because it was so silly. And when I was photoshopping the background, I didn't have to worry too much about everything being perfect because I knew I was going to cover most of it up with a ton of stuff in the foreground. So you'll notice when I was doing the clone stamp brush, it's really messy. If I was doing this for work, then I would make sure that I had paid for all of the images, and I would make sure that everything was the same resolution, make sure that all of my cutouts were really, really clean, make sure all my shadows were looking really good. But since this was just for fun, I could kind of relax and not stress out about it so much. So it was super fun just to see how many silly animals I could throw into one picture, you know? So the French fry stand ended up being a good mask for the part where the people getting photoshopped out didn't look super great. It kind of covered over that area. And then there's just a bunch of cleanup, fixing the feet of the penguin and fixing all the shadows. The shadows were looking kind of weird for quite a while. Oh yeah, I made the little penguin's hand kind of flipper, wing? What are those? Wing, I guess. Wing, grab the ice cream cone. These orangutans are my favorite. I didn't have anything happening on the top of the picture, so I decided to have some dancing animals since I Googled dancing animals. And these guys were my favorite. I think they're from a video. I'm pretty sure it was like a commercial or something. So I stuck them up there on top of the spinny thing, the roundy thing. The
ride.
The ride. And then I wanted something in this corner, so I've got the giraffe sticking his head in. And I love him. I originally was going to have the squirrel a lot bigger in the foreground, but he was covering up the bench, and I liked the bench for the cat and the whatever kind of ape that is, so.
At first I thought it was an owl.
Yeah, because of the floofy head. Oh yeah, and then I decided that the meerkat up on the roof needed to be reaching for something, so I gave him a bird.